Our first story of the night is The Girl Who Stood on a Grave. This cautionary tale is performed by the combined 6th and 7th grade classes and features terrifying artwork from students of all different grades.
The Girl Who Stood on a Grave.
This story does not take place long ago. As a matter of fact, it happened just the other night.
It was nighttime, late at night. Some teenagers were having a Halloween party. They were having fun, being loud. But then, as the night grew darker and darker, they started playing a game.
It turned out to be a dangerous game.
The teenagers started trying to get each other to complete spooky dares, just to scare each other.
And you know what? There was a graveyard, a cemetery, down the street from the party, and everyone was talking about how scary it was.
Listen, guys, all I'm saying is don't ever stand on a grave after dark.
One of the boys said.
A person inside will grab you, and he'll try to pull you under.
That's not true. It's just a dumb superstition.
Nuh-uh, I'm with him. You need nerves of steel to do something like that. I would be way too scared.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's so silly. It's just some dirt and grass. A grave doesn't scare me.
So the first boy came up with an idea.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
I will.
Yeah, I dare you.
I'll do it right now.
But some of her friends tried to stop her.
Don't do it. Are you crazy?
Even if it is a superstition, standing on a grave is kind of disrespectful, you know?
Well, I don't want them to think I'm a coward or as dumb as they are.
Come on, don't do it. It isn't worth it.
Okay, fine. I won't do it.
Ha ha, see, you're scared.
I am not. I just don't have a good reason to go walk over to the cemetery in the cold, in the dark, and go stand on a stupid grave.
Fine, how about this?
One of the boys from the party took a $20 bill from his wallet.
I'll give you $20 if you stand on a grave.
Oh my gosh, deal.
The girl tried to snatch the money from the boy's hand and leave for the graveyard.
Not so fast. How are we gonna know if you really stood on the grave?
Yeah, how do we know you're not just going to leave the party, walk around the block, and come back saying you stood on the grave?
You guys aren't coming with me?
I'm not going. No way.
Are you serious?
Heck no.
You guys are such scaredy cat.
Haha, you bet we are.
But then, one of the partygoers had an idea.
Here, take this with you.
The friend handed the girl a pocket knife.
Stick this knife in one of the graves and take a picture of it with your phone. Show it to us when you get back to the party and we'll know you were there.
Piece of cake.
The girl left the party and walked down the street towards the creepy old graveyard. She was all alone.
She finally reached the cemetery gate.
She slowly opened the gate and entered.
The graveyard was filled with shadows and was as quiet as death. The girl told herself,
There's nothing to be afraid of.
but she was scared anyway.
The girl picked out a grave and stood on it.
See? Absolutely nothing is happening. I had nothing to be afraid of.
Quickly, she bent over and plunged the knife into the soil. As soon as she did this, she started to leave.
Easiest $20 I've ever made.
But as soon as she took a step, the girl discovered that she couldn't get away.
Something was holding her back.
She tried a second time to leave, but she couldn't move. She was filled with terror.
No, let me go. Something's got me.
The girl screamed.
And she fell to the ground.
When she didn't come back to the party, all of her friends grew worried. Even though it was still dark, they formed a search party and went looking for her.
They headed to the cemetery and found her body sprawled across a grave.
You see, without realizing it, the girl had plunged her knife through her long skirt and had pinned it to the ground. Nothing had grabbed her. It was only the knife that held her to the grave.
She was so frightened that she had a heart attack and died on the spot.
Scary!